Welcome to the fourth in a series of short interviews about Heroes of the Hall, a new comic book for young sports fans brought to you by the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame. The Aurora Sports Hall of Fame celebrates sports' important place in Aurora. It is a place of history, of education, and of community. Heroes of the Hall is a short and accessible look at four-star athletes. After reading the profiles, readers are encouraged to delve further through questions and activities. As a community partner, Aurora Public Library was thrilled when we were invited to participate in this educational initiative. My name is Risha Mandelkorn, Manager of Community Collaboration at Aurora Public Library. And with me today to chat about Heroes of the Hall is Canadian basketball star Cal Bouchard. Cal grew up in Aurora and attended Aurora High School from 1991 to 1996, and during that time launched a remarkable career in basketball. From 1997 to 2003, Cal was a member of the Canadian women's basketball team, playing 81 games worldwide and captained the team to a Pan Am silver medal performance in 1999. She co-captained the 2000 Olympic team and played on the 2003 Pan Am team and the 2003 Olympic qualifier team. Cal was the first Canadian to be drafted by the Women's National Basketball Association, and in 2001 to 2002, she played professional basketball in Europe and was selected to the All-Star team in the Spanish Women's League. Welcome, Cal.
Thank you for having me.
So Cal, how did you first get involved with the sport of basketball?
Yeah, it's a funny story. I just played a lot of sports growing up as a kid. Everything I could get my hands on: street hockey, baseball, volleyball, badminton. And I had a teacher in grade 6, Mr. Smith, who I still remember. And he was the first teacher to spend time helping me teaching me how to shoot a basketball properly. And once he taught me that, I got really, really interested. I just started watching more basketball and playing more basketball with my friends on the street. And a love of the game evolved from there.
What are the challenges of being an elite player?
I think, some of the biggest challenges growing up when you're young and trying to make decisions and trying to be the best you can possibly be, you have to kind of make sacrifices. I practice a lot. I practice every day, sometimes twice a day. All my weekends were tournaments. And so in high school and college, I had to sacrifice and had some challenges, just not having time for as many friends or parties that I wanted to go to, or other passions in my life, music or food or anything like that. And so you really get pretty single-minded as an elite athlete. And I think that's it's a blessing and a curse. And so I think you have to kind of learn as you grow to make sure that you're, well-rounded, you have time for all the things in your life that make you happy.
Did you learn any life lessons from the experiences you've had as an athlete?
For sure, I would say it has defined me for my whole career in business now, and it's really kind of made me the person I am today. It's my participation in sports. I think a couple of things, especially that I learned, was around teamwork, because I played a team sport. It's just so important to understand where everybody on the team is coming from, what their motivations are, why they're there, how to work together best, even if you're not like the same type of personality, how to find a shared goal together. And now I use that a lot in my business career and helping teams kind of grow and develop together. So I think teamwork was a real fundamental one. And then probably just goal setting. When you're an athlete, you have to set goals for yourself of how you want to perform, what teams you want to make, what tournaments you want to get to. And the Olympics for me was a goal, since I could remember, since I was in middle school. And but then you have to learn how to break those down into smaller goals. Just make your high school team, and then be a starter on your high school team, and then be really good on your high school team, and win the championship. And so I think goal setting to breaking down these grand visions into smaller goals and achieving them every day is also something I definitely learned from sports and I've taken on in my life.
So Cal, what's it like to be featured in a comic?
Well, I'm not sure I really know yet. It's so new. I think it's really cool. I never grew up with comic books, but my nieces and my nephews are so into graphic novels and comic books that it's so exciting for them. And I just love to see their joy in that like genre. And so I'm super excited to share with them. And I think I'm just I think it's so cool that it could reach this whole other group of kids that maybe, don't know about me or Aurora or all the great athletes that come out of Aurora.
What do you want readers to come away with after they read about you in Heroes of the Hall?
I think, I think it's really like, hopefully my story can make an impact on other people. Just like growing up, when I read and was inspired by other athletes, it's kind of weird to think that like I'm in a reverse role. Like I would read about other athletes, and I remember first like finding out who was on the Canadian women's national team, and her name was Carla Karch. And I just really wanted to know all about her and like how she got to where she got to. And so I think it's just like flipping that script, and like maybe people can take some inspiration from my story and say like, yeah, I can do something that I really love. And it doesn't have to be basketball, and it doesn't have to be like elite Olympic player, but I really love the game of basketball. And I just followed that love and try to do as much as I possibly could. And, whatever passion a young kid has and whatever they want to follow, you can do it. You just got to build some resilience and have some perseverance and make sure you still love what you're doing every single day.
Thanks, Cal. It's been great to meet you, and I look forward to reading more about you in the upcoming comic created by the Aurora Sports Hall of Fame. Heroes of the Hall will be released in the Aurora community this fall and in Aurora schools in the new year.
Thank you.